Pokémon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are now out, which means that I'm going to be super busy playing these games over the next coming weeks. That and uploading to the new channel I made, link in the description and pinned comments. And being a huge fan of Sinnoh, I figured I'd show you guys the team I plan on using for my playthrough. Brilliant Diamond is going to be my main version, since I played Diamond when it first came out, and my team for the game is most likely going to look something like this. First we have the starter, and if you aren't picking Chimchar, then what the hell are you doing? I mean, I'm not going to judge you on which starter you pick, but Infernape is clearly the best one, not only in Sinnoh, but ever. It also beats both Torterra and Empoleon. I mean, what other starter beats the other two starters? Don't answer that question. Infernape is still my favourite Pokemon, so obviously I'm going to pick it. Now that we know that we don't need Pokemon to learn HMs in these games, thank god, meaning technically we don't need a flyer on our teams, but I'm still going to have one. So I'm picking one of my favourites, if not my favourite flying type Pokemon, Staraptor. It's still my favourite and, in my opinion, clearly the best regional bird we've ever had. Has a great design, learns some cool moves like close combat, and will likely be the first thing I catch in the game. So Staraptor is my next team member. So since Gen 7, I've been choosing to hunt a shiny for my team in each game, whether it be the starter or another Pokemon I plan to use. And the shiny I plan to use for my Sinnoh team is one of my favourite, if not my favourite electric type, Luxray. It has a great shiny, one that makes it look even more like an electric type, and it's also one of the first Pokemon you can catch. Not only that, but I learned how to radar chain in the original games, and it's good to know that mechanic is returning, so you bet I plan to radar chain a shiny Shinx, because there's no way I'm gonna full odds random encounter for one. Next up I'm picking one of my favourite grass type Pokemon as well as probably my favourite poison type, being Roserade. I remember first seeing Roselia in the anime years ago and never really being a fan of it. That is until I realised it evolved into this awesome Zoro-like looking creature. I plan to catch a Voodoo, so that'll likely be annoying to evolve, as well as having to find a shiny stone, but it'll be worth it. The team right now is lacking a water type, so I'm picking one of my favourite water type Pokemon, being Floatzel. I remember first seeing Buizel in the Manaphy movie and thinking it looked like a pretty special Pokemon. Then seeing it in Diamond and Pearl for the first time, I knew it had to be on my team. I also caught it in a Heal Ball back in my original game, I don't know why, so I plan to catch it in a Heal Ball again. Now as you can see, this is probably the most original, unique Sinnoh team you've ever seen. So what could be the 6th final team member? I was thinking long and hard about this, since there isn't really an obvious pick for me anyway. But then I realised there is an obvious pick, and it was staring at me right in the face all this time. And that Pokemon is Bidoof. But then I remembered it evolved into a water type which I already had in my team. And yeah, no HM, so B-Barrel is kind of useless now. So I guess I'll go with Lucario as my 6th member. I'm aware I already have a fighting type in my team, but they're my two favourites, so I'll make an exception. And that's going to be my team for Brilliant Diamond. And again, very unique and original, I know. For reals though, I'm going with this team because this was my exact team in my original Pokemon Diamond playthrough. Well, technically no, I used Dialga instead of Lucario, but every other pick is the same. I have too much sentimental attachment to this team, so this is what I'm going to be using. Judge me all you want for using the most common team in a Pokemon game ever, I couldn't care less. However, even though this is going to be my team for Brilliant Diamond, my team for Shining Pearl is going to be much different. So for the starter, I'm once again picking Chimchar. It's my favourite, so no surprise I want to use it again. However, the only difference is that I plan to hunt for the shiny one. Now, I've made it clear before that I'm not the biggest fan of Infernape shiny, but I'm going to use this opportunity of hunting and using a shiny one to hopefully make me like the shiny more. So, shiny Infernape is the starter. Everything else, however, is going to be very different. Next up is Drapion. I don't know why, this was the first Pokemon I wanted to use on the brand new Sinnoh team, other than Infernape. It has a cool unique design, great typing, it's an overall underrated Pokemon, and I'm looking forward to trying it out. For the water type, I'm going with Gastrodon, East form specifically. I've used it in VGC before back when I used to play competitively, and it's really fun to use. It's slow, but bulky, as well as only having one weakness, so Gastrodon I see being a fun pick. For my grass type, I'm picking my favourite evolution, Leafeon. I've only used it once a little before, but it's an evolution introduced in the Sinnoh region, and it's my favourite one, so feel like I had to pick it. Now originally I was planning to use Electivire, but that Pokemon is exclusive to Brilliant Diamond and this team is for Shining Pearl. I could trade one over, but I want to use Pokemon that I can catch myself. So I'm going to go with Rotom instead. Specifically, Rotom Fan. Why? Well, for one, it has a great typing. And 2, who uses Rotom Fan? No one. So I figured I'd show it some love. And for the 6th member, I wanted to continue the trend of using Pokemon I've never used before. So after scouring through the available Pokemon that don't share a type of the Pokemon I've already got, and seem like they could be fun to use, I think I'm gonna go with Frostlass. Again, never used one before. It has a really cool typing, might be a bit of a pain to get, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. So those are going to be my teams for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. As you can see, one team is a lot more unique than the other, but either way, they'll both be a blast to use. And as I mentioned at the beginning, I've created a new Shorts channel as well as TikTok. That's all film related. If that's not your thing, you don't have to follow, but just letting anyone who is interested know. Either way, I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like, since it does help out a lot. Subscribe for more Pokemon videos in the future, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.